Hello, my name is James Barnard. I design logos. This is a day in my life which starts way too early every day because in Australia the sun rises at 4:45 a.m. and my 3-year-old son wakes up at the crack of dawn every day. So he's usually in our room by about 5:30. So my wife and I take it in turns as to who does breakfast. It's my wife's turn today, so I'm going to try and sleep in until 6:30. See you in a bit. All right. Mornings are carnage in our house. I start my day a little bit later than most because I have the school drop off in the morning. Once I've done the school drop off, I normally go to the gym. So I'm going to go do that first and then we'll start our day. All right, workout done. That's my gym, rewired. We'll let them off for the overly tracked type in the logo there. Have to look at that every day. So yeah, to some people, starting your day at 11 a.m. might seem quite leisurely. Trust me, I'll make up for it later. You watch. But yeah, time to go home now, have a shower, get things cooking in the office. All right, this is the office. A lot of you will recognize this backdrop here. So the first thing we do when we come in the morning is boop, turn on the neon for the day. It's like the flag that lets everyone know that I'm in the office. What have we got? We've got a parcel here from Michael Fugoza, which is his poster from Adobe Max, which I've got to put up on my temporary wall over here. This is the one I did last year at Adobe Max. I put everyone's stickers around it, so I need to do that with this. This is the hot seat, pretty special desk from Desky. Check this out. It's a sit-stand desk, and it has, this is the best part, cable management. Absolutely beautiful. So, fired everything up, let's get cracking. So this is the hardware that I use. We're running everything from my MacBook Pro here, which is connected via this little device underneath here. It's actually a powered device, it's got its own power. So it powers the two monitors, the Creator Micro from Work Louder, which is like my macro pad for Adobe Illustrator. I actually have another one from Toolbox, and I use this one pretty much specifically for Premiere Pro. This arrived in the post this week. This is the Nomad E from Work Louder. So this is my brand new keyboard. It has volume control and this knob here, left and right cursor here for nudging things in Illustrator. Very cool. So the first thing I need to do is get my admin out of the way, and I do that standing up, and my reward is once I've done my admin, I get to sit down again. So go through, clear out any new emails that have come through, work out what I need to do today. I've got a couple of bits of feedback to do on a client job today, and then I will make a list in my field notes of stuff I need to do. Now, unfortunately, I got an email last night saying that a client doesn't want to work with me because I'm too expensive. This is what I do when I lose a lead. So this lead I lost due to budget. They can't afford to work with me. So what I have to do is come up here and assign this to lost, and then I'll add the tag lost due to budget, which means at the end of the year I can basically track how many leads I've lost because I'm either too expensive or my wait list is too long and they can't work with me. I also assign how the client has found me. So this client found me through TikTok and through SEO. So I'll assign those labels there, and at the end of the year I can get an idea of where all my leads are coming from. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So I can reward myself with a little sit down. To do today, we have client amends on a project, which has actually just been signed off. So we need to export some deliverables for them. We actually have a discovery call today, which is quite an exciting one. It is for a dentist. In that discovery call, I need two things from the client. A success statement, which is a paragraph which basically encapsulates the project. And I put this at the top of my Illustrator document so I know what I'm aiming to achieve with this project. And 4 or 5 brand nouns, which is a process I got from Alan Peters' book, Logos That Last. Definitely check this one out. These are things that I'm allowed to use in the design phase, pre-approved, and that way I'm not designing using concepts that the client won't like wasting time designing things like using teeth for logos. They might not like that. I will need to prepare for this discovery call by bringing some brand nouns to the table for them to either reject or approve, and then we'll work together to come up with some good ideas for this project. So we're in Adobe Illustrator now, and these are the artboards for some background patterns I did for a client called the Print Garage. So with Adobe Illustrator, I like to work with 2 monitors. All of my design tools are over here on the right-hand side, and so I've got a massive artboard to work from on the left. I exported some background patterns last night for this client, and we'll just sort of work this into their brand guidelines. So actually use those patterns to create this mock-up of the outside of their garage, and hopefully this one will actually be printed on their office. Look how cool that is. So they need these files in a format where they can do this themselves and manipulate them. So I've basically created all of the different orientations so that their designers can go ahead and start playing with these and I pop them in their assets folder here. Background elements, ribbon, let's go to JPEG, and then right there, they can just cycle through, pick these up in Adobe Illustrator and run with them. Just a little social media side note for you today. My reel from yesterday is blowing up. 260,000 views on Instagram and 300,000 views on TikTok in less than 24 hours. This is the fun side of social media. It does mean though that my phone is going mental with all the comments. This one was about the quick pen tool in Adobe Illustrator. Also helps when you put your videos to an absolute banger of a track. This one was to Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way, which I'm not going to play for copyright reasons, but it means that people don't skip your video because they want to listen to the song all the way through. Here we go, quick pen tool. Whoa, that's how it works. Yay. Anyway, this is my Premiere Pro setup. So I'm actually going to be making a video today for a Black Friday sale of my courses, my products. I'm bundling them all up. So I'm going to be making a video in Premiere Pro. I did the recording last night. So this is how it looks. You just hit the jackpot. And I use this toolbox to edit this. So let's twist this left and right, goes through keyframes within Premiere Pro. So yeah, I need to make some graphics and some stills to add into that video today. And I've just done this in Photoshop with a nice template, editing smart objects over here. And this is the final video, which has those boxes in it as a transition. If you're into logo design, then you just hit the jackpot. The Logo Design Black Friday bundle is here. 40% off my flagship Illustrator course, which more than 6,000 students have now done, and all your favorite designers have absolutely raved about. And if that wasn't enough, I'm also throwing in 2 free mini courses, bringing us to a total. Okay, so that discovery call is done. That was an hour. It's going to be a really tough project, this one. Trying to get to those brand nouns in this project was quite difficult. We only came up with 2. Ideally, we want 3 or 4, so I'm going to have to go back to them over email. My kids are going crazy because it's the end of the day and they're ready. Quiet, please! Okay, sorry about that. My daughter does little athletics on Friday night, so we're going to go do that, and then I'm going to come back to the office and do a couple of hours before I go to work.
Why are you red ones?
What red ones?
Those.
They're my headphones.
Well, where is your red ones?
I don't have any red ones. Bye. One of the best things about being a freelancer is there's no commute. So on Friday nights, I get to take my daughter to little athletics.
Just put the camera on me! Hi!
Okay. Someone's not camera shy.
Hi!
Hi. Okay. So yeah, that was fun. Now we're going to go home, bath, bed, then I've got to go back to work. Kids are down at about 7:30, so I'm back in the office to do a couple more hours of work before the end of my day. Right now, I am writing up the notes from the discovery call with that client before I get started on the new job on Monday. A couple more hours work and I'm going to hit the hay. It's about 8:30 and I'm just going to take a little break to stretch my legs because breaks are important. I thought I'll just show you a few pictures on my wall here. I've got me and Christy Campbell on stage together at Adobe Max 2023. At that same event in LA, I got to have dinner with James Martin and Will Patterson. Brits Abroad in LA. Over here, I've got me punching Chris Doe in the face. That's when we met in Brisbane. This was because he signed a book for me and it said, "Dear James, your TikToks suck. Try harder, please." Maybe my favourite photo, meeting the man himself, Mr. Aaron Draplin. And that's a wrap. Just before 10 p.m, I'm going to go hit the hay now. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me an email or message me on Instagram. And yeah, see you in the next one.